Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to start making ourselves a sugarcane farm, only for us to then create ourselves an enchanting area. Now we've already gotten ourselves some diamonds from the last video, and while I at first tried to initially record, I accidentally used the wrong type of input to record my game. But for this video, now we're going to start looking for sugarcane and all this stuff. So let's go travel in this direction, and there we go. Right. And there we go. So we have about 6 sugarcane. Now let us just travel all the way back. And we're going to put down a couple of these, so I'll put down 2 of them, and we can use the rest to create a book. So we'll just place down sugarcane, and that's paper. Place that down, and we have ourselves a singular book. Now, we will put these things that we do not require inside here. And now we will return back to the depths of our ravine so that we can gather some more obsidian. Now I just have to drop down here. And we are on our way. We have returned to the part of the ravine filled with obsidian. Now let's just drop down, and we can continue mining. And we have collected enough obsidian now, so let us now return back to the surface, and I'll see you there. And we are back at the surface. So now we're just going to go on with our recipe and craft ourselves a book. An enchantment area. So we'll just need 2 diamonds and the book. Now, in specific formation, we'll have to do this, and that, and we have ourselves an enchanting table. Now we're going to place this down just right over here, so that we can surround it with bookshelves later on. Now we do have some birch logs, which I think we'll start cooking into some charcoal, so that we can use that to get some more materials or get anything else that is required to be smelted. Now, something that I do want to have, in fact, is a copper spyglass. Sorry. So I think I have enough raw copper to create that, and I think I actually have even more than enough, to be completely honest with you. So we are about to have our second piece of copper. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just place the rest of the copper inside, considering it's not too bad. Now we do have we all just require but 1 amethyst shard. So we can put the amethyst shard in there, 2 copper down here, and we have ourselves a spyglass. Now we can just look through here and we can see everything, and because we also have Optifine, we can look even closer. Although with the low chunks loaded, It doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose, but it's a very cool thing to have nonetheless. Now that we have ourselves the spyglass and our newly acquired bookshelf, we will start working on the farm. Now we've already gotten ourselves one piece, and I think I'll put this other piece of sugarcane down here just so that we can get more if ever we need it. Now I do know that we're probably going to have a lot of seed residue, so with some of the wood that I have, which is none, well, that's a bit awkward, I will use wood to get myself a couple slabs and use those slabs to then get myself some, what is it called? Composter. That's what it's called. Sorry if I'm having a bit of a brain fart over here, guys. I recently went outside and I am very tired. Although I did make a schedule, so I plan to follow that schedule by heart. Of course, we are now going to return back home, and I do have, I believe, enough planks just to create myself a simple set of slabs so that I can use these slabs to then get more bone meal just so that I can level up more of the items that I have inside of my house. So, on here, we'll just put down 3, because that is all that we need. Actually, it's a bit more. Do that, and we have ourselves a composter. Now what we can do, we can just place down the composter right there, and we can quickly go take a nap, preparing our farms. Now, we do have some spare saplings that I do not require, and we can just place down we can just place this down into here to generate myself some bone meal, but seems that we do not have enough. Although, I do have this, and I believe that should work. And there we go. We have ourselves a 1 piece of bone meal. So before we go into the food, let's see if we cannot use the bone meal on sugarcane, so we just have to wait for that over time. Here we can just get that. Now we can just go ahead and plant the seed. And we have a couple carrots. So that's pretty good for a food source if ever we die and lose all of our meat. And with all of the remaining wheat that we get, we can actually use that to generate ourselves a little mob farm. Well, not really a mob farm, but more of a pen where we can keep some of our pigs, some of our pets inside. So here we're going to make a couple of fences. That's how you make a fence gate. My bad. Now just do that and perfect. Now that we have that done, we can just make it pretty simple, just a few blocks wide. Now I think that I'll do it around here. Just a very small pen for some cows so that we can farm them if ever we need to. So we're just going to need to go on a bit of a wood shopping spree, so it's time to go ahead and collect more. And my axe broke. Well, we can just mine this last piece of wood. And we'll just return back home and make ourselves a couple more fences. Now, though, with the ability of creating more fences, we can also create a couple more sticks, put that in the middle, and just build around it. We have ourselves a couple more fences, which is pretty great for our little farm. Now, my axe did break recently, so I'll be using my hand for this. My game is a bit broken right now, so my sincerest apologies. And I believe that should be big enough. Now, with some of the saved up wool that I hopefully have, which is a single piece, which is great. Let's go ahead and get a bit more wool. We're going to need to create ourselves a carpet. Now, the reason why I'm going to be making a carpet is not for decoration, but mainly so that I can get over the fence. So here we are, a little sheep for me to kill. Now let's also kill that other sheep, just because there's a chance we're going to need its wool. Wow, there are a lot of sheep here. Well, before anything, we're going to need to look for cows. Now let's go ahead and quickly eat a pork chop. Or two. Now, I'm not sure if we can make... Oh, alright, there we go. Perfect. Well, now we just have to look for a couple of cows. Only hopefully we can find one or two just for us to lead straight back into our little pen. And once we have them in our pen, we'll be able to, well, get more leather, get more wool, and we'll be on our way happily ever after. Oh, looks like I found a bit more sugarcane, which is always a good find. And there we go. Oh, and a couple of berries. That's bound to be pretty useful in case I ever want to have a pet fox. Oof. That was a bit of a mistake on my end. Now let us return back. Here we are. Now there is a sheep over there, but we do not require a sheep. We require at least one or two cows. For this episode, I plan to get at least one cow, my apologies, on our side. Only for us to get even more cows eventually. Now here we are, another cow. Now we have this cow. We'll just have to let it follow us. Although there's another. That's perfect. Right? Let's get the cow to follow us. It's going to have to lead it down this little hill slowly, but definitely safe. Hen. Now, come on in. And now that we have ourselves some cows, that is enough. We'll just put this down there, do a little layer, and there we go. Now we have ourselves a cow farm, and we can always get more later on. Now we'll just put this back there. Anything that we do not require, we will just put back into our chest. So now, with these sugar canes, I'm going to plant them down our little area. And there we go. For a start, we're going to have a river filled with sugarcane. Alright. Well, we have ourselves a little pen. We're going to start developing our little enchanting station. I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!